Be ready, 5 seconds.
The number of cases pending in Indian courts has only climbed over the previous decade. The Mediation Bill 2021 will be a standalone legislation on mediation, and I would like to highlight some of its aspects. There are some positives of the bill. It addresses some legal loopholes. The bill makes successful attempt to address the gap in the existing legal framework by encouraging private, online, and community mediation as acceptable practices, enforcing a successful medium of mediation in the form of mediation settlement agreements, and so on. It provides a uniform procedure to be followed for mediation in the country. India is a signatory to the United Nations Convention on International Settlement Agreements resulting from mediation. This smoothens the enforcement of international mediation settlement agreements amongst the signatory nations. This bill includes the domestic measures required for the Convention's international mediation settlements to be enforced. India has progressed from being an observer in foreign affairs to a frontrunner and pioneer by enacting domestic laws to implement the Singapore Convention. It also strengthens India's alternate dispute resolution mechanism. There is a shortage of judges to decide cases. A total of almost 50 lakh cases have been pending before the subordinate courts and high courts. Therefore, an alternate dispute resolution mechanism such as mediation has become an important tool in increasing the access to justice by providing settlement of disputes. Establishing of more training centers and institutes for mediation would definitely lead to a rise in the employment rate in both skilled and unskilled employment. Niti Aayog noted that a framework must be planned, keeping in mind the number of mediators available and the ecosystem's ability to provide a large number of mediators. Expansion in the classes of such disputes would also see a corresponding increase in capacity in terms of mediation. The bill provides to establish community mediation to ensure peace and harmony among the people or the families in a community at local level. This move is appreciated. However, such community mediation may prove to be diametrically opposed to individual rights in general and women's rights in particular. In circumstances where an Indian party is involved in mediation outside India, the issue of enforcing settlement agreements emerges. The bill states that mediated settlement agreements shall be enforceable in the same manner as a court's judgment or decree. In this particular regard, the bill is not in accordance with the Singapore Convention on Mediation as it allows international mediation agreements to be enforced in other nations. In conclusion, I would say that the mediation bill came in the right direction following the footsteps of the convention. It would improve India's ease of doing business credentials by allowing for quick mediated resolutions of corporate conflicts. It would also boost confidence expressed through India's commitment to follow international practice in alternative dispute resolution. However, all of this would only be fully realized if the shortcomings of the bill are taken care of. Hence, I hope the Minister addresses the issues raised and also provide reasonable solutions. I support and advocate the passage of the Anusandhan National Research Foundation Bill 2023. It is a transformative and revolutionary legislation. It will save the future of scientific research and development in our nation. This initiative is designed to ensure equitable funding, foster private sector participation, and facilitate collaboration between academia and industry. And this is all aimed at catapulting India to the forefront of global innovation and progress. The primary objective of this bill is to evolve colleges and universities in scientific research. It is disheartening to note that currently less than half of the higher learning institutions are actively engaged in research. This discrepancy indicates a pressing need to bridge the gap and instill a culture of scientific inquiry across the academic landscape by encouraging and supporting active researchers to take up National Research Foundation professorship and collaborate with existing faculty. This will cultivate research capabilities within the universities and foster an ecosystem of innovation that will enrich our nation's intellectual capital. One of the most commendable features is that it has an inclusive approach to research. It does not confine only to natural sciences, rather, it recognizes the value of research in humanities, social sciences, and arts. This integration is essential for nurturing creativity, critical thinking, and communication skills, which are qualities that are indispensable for tackling complex societal challenges. Unfortunately, research in these domains has been historically underfunded. The establishment of dedicated directorates will provide the support and impetus for research in these spheres. In addition to promoting a holistic approach to research, National Research Foundation ensures that scientific advancements are strategically directed to uplift our society and contribute to national development. However, we must acknowledge the existing challenges in our research ecosystem that demand immediate attention. The status of research and development in India is a cause of concern. Our country's spending on research and development currently stands at below 0.7% of our GDP, a figure that falls short in comparison to many other nations. Even Egypt and Brazil allocate more substantial resources to research and development, and the gap between their investment and ours reflects the pressing need to bolster our research capabilities. This decline signifies a slowdown in research progress, which is detrimental to our nation's growth and development. Further, eminent institutions get a bulk of research funding, but the state universities get very little funding. This is a point of great concern. Increasing funding from both government and private sources is a step in the right direction. It is crucial to acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead. The financial crunch is a matter of concern. Functional autonomy is also a crucial aspect which needs to be addressed. Timely disbursal of funds is vital for researchers to embark on their projects without unnecessary delays. The National Research Foundation Bill is a momentous opportunity to revolutionize scientific research in India. By ensuring equitable funding, prioritizing national objectives, and fostering collaboration, this will unleash the full potential of our researchers and innovators. More so, women and minorities should be encouraged.